Hello friends, welcome to Doubt Forum. This question is based on the torque equation, and the question is a uniform rod of length 200 centimeter and mass 500 gram is balanced on a wedge which is placed at 40 centimeter mark. A mass of 2 kg is suspended from the rod at 20 centimeter, and another unknown mass, and let's say its value is m, is suspended from the rod at 160 centimeter. And these all marking are mentioned in this figure. And here we are asked to find the value of unknown mass m such that this rod is in equilibrium. And we can take the value of g as 10 to make calculation simpler. So in this question, the total length of the rod is given as 200 centimeter. So 200 centimeter equals 2 meter. The total mass of this rod is 500 gram, and that 500 gram equals 0.5 kilogram. So these two things are already mentioned. And now here what is happening, there is a mass of 2 kilogram which is suspended at a distance 20 centimeter from this 0 point, and there is another unknown mass of magnitude m is suspended at a distance 160 centimeter from this initial or the reference point, and there is a wedge at a distance 40 centimeter from this 0 point, and we are asked to find the value of this mass m. So always remember, in such type of question we always use the torque equation. Using torque equation, we can find the unknown mass or the point where this rod will be at equilibrium. So let's start with the torque. In linear motion, we have the concept of force, and similar to this force in rotational motion, we have the concept of torque. So in this problem, we will be using the torque formula to solve this. And we all know that the torque, which is represented by letter tau, is equal to R cross F. It is a vector quantity, so it is the cross product of R and F. Here this F is the force applied, and this R is the distance of a point where this force is applied from the axis of rotation. So this F is the force, and this R is the distance from the axis of rotation to the point where force is applied. This is very important. Now to solve this question, we need to find the forces which are acting on this rod and also the value of R. So let me redraw this rod. So let's say this is a rod. The total length of the rod is 2 meter. So total length is 2 meter. The mass of this rod is 0.5 kilogram. It is given in the question, and because of its mass, there will be a force in the downward direction. This force would be equal to mass of this rod into acceleration due to gravity, and its value would be equal to, the mass is 0.5 and the value of g is 10, so its value would be 5 Newton. So this 5 Newton force would be acting in the downward direction, and this point would be its center of mass. And because the rod is in uniform nature, so this point or this center of mass point would be in the middle of the total length of this rod. So total length is 200 centimeter. So this point would be at a point 100 from this side, 100 centimeter from this side, and it would also be 100 centimeter from the other side, because the total length is 200 centimeter. So this is the one force which is acting on this rod because of its own mass. The second force would be due to this 2 kg mass. Due to this 2 kg mass, there would be a force. So suppose this would be another force, and its value would be equal to this 2 kg mass into g, and the value of g is 10. So the force due to this 2 kg mass would be 2 into 10 equals 20. So this would be 20 Newton. It would also be in the downward direction. The third force would be due to this unknown mass m. Because of this m, there would be a force in the downward direction, and the magnitude would be m into g. This m is unknown, and the value of g is 10. So this would be our third force, equals to 10m Newton. 10m Newton, this would be in the downward direction. The second thing which we need to find before we apply the torque equation is the value of this R. Because to find the torque, we need force as well as the value of R. Forces we have already marked. And the next thing is to mark the value of r. The value of r is the distance from the axis of rotation to the point where the force is applied. So as we can see that this rod can move or can rotate at a point where this wedge is placed. So this wedge would be its axis of rotation because this rod can rotate along this point where the wedge is placed. So we have to mark the point where the forces are acting from this wedge point. Okay, so this wedge point would be our 0, and from this 0 point we will be marking the value of r for this force as well as for this force and also for the force which is caused by its own mass. As we know that the wedge is placed somewhere here. So this is the wedge, and this wedge would be our axis of rotation. From this point we have to mark the value of r for each and individual forces which are acting on these rod. So the first force is 20 Newton. So for 20 Newton, the value of r would be this distance. This is the axis of rotation. This is the point where the force of 20 Newton is applied. So this value would be, because this point is at a distance of 20 centimeter from this 0 point, it is given in the question. This wedge is at a 40 centimeter from the 0 point. So this value would be 40 minus 20 equals to 20 centimeter. So the value of r for 20 Newton force would be 20 centimeter. The next thing we have to mark is the value of r for this 5 Newton force. So for this 5 Newton force, the value of r would be, this is the point where the force is acting and this is the axis of rotation. So we have to find this value. So this would be our r. As we know that this point where the force of 5 Newton is acting is at a 100 centimeter from this 0 point, and this wedge is at a 40 centimeter from this 0 point. So the remaining part would be 100 minus 40 equals to 60 centimeter. So the value of r for this 5 Newton force would be 60 centimeter. I'm just writing here the value of r for this would be 60 centimeter, and similarly the value of r for this 20 Newton force would be 20 centimeter. And there's another force of 10 m which is acting here, and we also have to find the value of r for this 10 m Newton force as well. As we can see that this is the point where the force of 10 m is applied, and this point is at a 160 centimeter from this 0 point. So this point is at a 140 centimeter, and we have to find the value of r from this point. So this is our reference point or the axis of rotation. So this point would be at a distance of 160, that is 160 is this distance, 160 minus this 40. This is 40 given in the question because the wedge is placed at a 40 centimeter from this 0 point. So this remaining distance, that is the distance from the axis of rotation to the point where this 10 m Newton force is applied, would be equal to 160 minus 40, and this would be equal to 120 centimeter. So for this 10 m force, the value of r would be 120 centimeter. So now because we have marked all the forces which are acting and we have also find out the value of r, now it's time to apply the torque equation. To apply the torque equation, we have to write down the torque due to each and individual forces which are acting on this rod. The sign of each torque would be depending upon the direction. Now as we can see that due to this 20 Newton force, this rod would be moving in this direction. This is the anti-clockwise. Similarly, due to this 5 Newton force, because this 5 Newton force is on the right side of this axis of rotation, so this 5 Newton force would create a clockwise rotation in this rod. Similarly, this 10 m Newton force would also create a clockwise effect, clockwise rotation in this rod, because this 5 Newton and 10 m Newton are on the right side of this wedge or the axis of rotation, while this 20 Newton force is acting on the left side of this axis of rotation. So this would be its direction. Now coming to the torque equation part, the torque due to this 20 Newton force would be force into r. The force is 20 Newton and the value of r is 20 centimeter. So we can convert this centimeter into meter. So this would be 0.2 meter. We can take one direction as positive, so the other direction would be negative. If we are taking anti-clockwise as positive, so all the clockwise direction would be negative in nature. So this would be negative nature. This would also be negative in nature. So if we are taking anti-clockwise as positive, so clockwise direction would be negative. So this is the torque due to this 20 Newton force. The second is its value would be positive because it is in the clockwise, anti-clockwise direction. The second torque would be due to this 5 Newton force. And the formula for torque is force, that is 5 Newton into R. R here is 60 centimeter. So this 60 centimeter would be 0.6 meter. The sign of this torque would be negative because it is in the clockwise direction. So this would be minus sign. The third and the last force is 10 M Newton. So due to this 10 M Newton, the torque would be force, that is 10 M into R. The value of R is 120 centimeter. So this 120 centimeter would be equal to 1.2 meter. And the sign of this torque would be negative because we have assumed that all the clockwise torque would be negative while the anti-clockwise torque would be positive. So this is the total torque which are acting at different point of this rod. So according to this torque equation, if the rod is in equilibrium and it is not moving, so sum of all the torques which are acting on this rod would be equal to 0. So this is our equation. And as we can see that in this equation, there is only one variable, that is M. So with the help of little bit simplification, we can easily find out the value of M. So let's find out. So it would be 4 minus 3 minus, this would be 12M, and this would be equal to 0. So from here, 12M would be equal to 4 minus 3 is 1. So from this, we can easily find out the value of M as 1 upon 12 kg. So this would be our answer. So let me quickly revise this question for you once again. So in this question, there is a rod. The mass of this rod is 0.5 kg. The total length is given as 2 meter. There is a wedge placed at a 40 centimeter distance from this zero reference. And there are two masses which are located at different locations. And the magnitude of first mass is 2 kg. The second mass is unknown to us. And the value and the point at which these two masses are suspended are also mentioned in the question. We are asked to find the value of this unknown mass. For that, we will apply the torque equation. And before that, the torque is the multiplication of R and F. So here the F is the force, R is the distance from the axis of rotation to the point where the force is applied. So in this rod total, there would be three forces. The first force would be due to this 2 kg mass. The second force would be because of the mass of the rod. So the force which will be due to its own mass would be acting at a point which is also the center of mass. So center of mass of a uniform rod always lie in the middle of that rod. So the total length is given as 200 centimeter. So the center of mass of this rod would be at 100 centimeter from either side of the rod. So the first force would be equal to 20 Newton because the mass is 2 kg. The second force would be M into G. M here is the mass of the rod, which is 0.5 kg. The value of G is 10. So it would be 5 Newton. The magnitude of third force would be due to this unknown mass M, and it would be equal to M into G. The value of G is 10. So total force due to this unknown mass of N would be 10 M Newton. So in torque equation, we have found out the forces. The second task is to find out the value of R. And the value of R is the distance from the axis of rotation to the point where the forces are acting. So this is the axis of rotation, which is at a 40 centimeter from this 0 point. So this is our wedge, and this would also act as a axis of rotation. So from this point, we have to find out the value of R for all the forces which are acting. So the first force is of 20 Newton. Its value would be 40 minus 20 equals 20 centimeter. The second force is due to its own mass, and this own mass would be acting at a center of mass point, and that center of mass point would be at a 60 centimeter distance from this axis of rotation. The value of R for this third force, that is 10 M, would be equal to 160 centimeter minus 40 centimeter. The total length, or the length at which this 10 M force is acting, is this point. So this point is at a distance of 160 centimeter from this zero reference, and because this wedge is at a further 40 centimeter towards the right side, so the distance between the wedge and this 10 Newton force would be 160 minus 40 equals to 120 centimeter. So this is our third part. So this is our second part to find out the value of R. The third thing is to mark the direction of torque. Because of this 20 Newton force, the direction would be anti-clockwise. and due to this 5 Newton and 10 M Newton forces, the direction would be clockwise. So we can take any of the convention. Here we are taking that anti-clockwise as positive, clockwise as negative. So in the torque equation, torque due to this 20 Newton mass, so torque due to this 20 Newton force would be 20 into R is 20 centimeter equals to 0.2 meter. It would be in positive sign. The 5 Newton force, the torque due to 5 Newton force would be 5 into 60 centimeter equals to 0.6 meter. And the sign would be negative because it is in the clockwise direction. Similarly, we will be using the torque formula for this 10M force equals, and the torque would be 10M into 1.2 meter. The direction would be clockwise, so this sign would be negative. And as it is given in the question, the rod is in equilibrium. So the net torque acting on this rod about its axis of rotation would be 0. So we have equated this equation equals to 0. And with a little bit of simplification, we can easily find out the value of unknown mass M as 1 upon 12 kg. So thank you for watching. If you still have any doubt, please let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel Doubt Forum. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.